Alrighty, Callie's back in the kitchen, and we are going to try again to do the metallic dot flower. This time I am using a silver by, I think it's pearlescent. No, not pearlescent, sorry. Yeah, pearlescent. So, for my main color, I decided on Mauve by Holbein. And I will be pouring this in the center of my mold. The mold I'm using is the large rock edge mold by Pouring Your Heart Out. You can find it on Miss Julie's eBay store. Then I am going to pour my silver, because I've been using gold and bronze. I thought I'd go silver tonight. And I'm going to pour it actually on the edge of my mold and let it drop down. Let's see what that does. And if you'd like to know the formulas of ratios, you can take the course from Lilian at in her metallic dot class. This is very similar in technique to also resincourses.com, who has fairy flower, dragon flower, larimar flower, etc. So this is interesting. This silver's really light. Okay. Now, my next part, I'm just going to take away that stuff there, is with my piping bag, and I'm using resin mixed with the Bloom pigment paste, also from Pouring Your Heart Out. And I am going to start dotting from where the silver, the bottom of the silver edge, for the lack of a better way of describing it. Now, I don't think the silver may show up as much, but it sure is sparkly. If you could see it in person, it's really pretty against that mauve. Oops. Do my next ring of dots. As always, feel free to fast forward. One day I will learn how to fast forward on my videotape. So I do these videos not as a teacher, because I do not know anything about resin really, the concepts or the theory behind it or its qualities, etc. I just see these beautiful pieces of works done by so many artists, like Julie of Pouring Your Heart Out, Petra, Gerbarkt, Sandra, Lilian, and then, of course, a whole bunch of folks that are on the Facebook group who are just rocking it with these techniques and coming up with their own as well. It's just so inspiring. I just like to see, learn, and then do it. And I thought I'd just start videotaping only because somebody suggested it to me, and then also sometimes when I do post some of my work, I get a comment like, did you videotape it, or where's the videotape? So it's really not quite centered, but oh well. All right, the next step is I have mixed my resin with Holbein Luminous Rose and Enoki. And I'm going to pour it in rings over my silver. The resin that I'm using is Art Pro from resinpro.com. It's a 3-to-1 ratio resin. Has worked in quite a few of these flower techniques. I'm dying to know if these flower techniques would work like on a larger scale, and if they only work with live edge moles, which are so popular now. Thought those two colors might be cool together. Okay, I'm gonna let that just sit for a second. Then my next color is going to be clear with a teeny bit of the Luminous Rose. Now, other folks have put interference powder. I'm not going to today. I guess I could to make it more luminous, but I'm not tonight. So I've mixed the rest of my resin and just put in a drop of my Luminous Rose. And then I'm going to drop it in the center. Whee! Dripping, dripping, dripping. Clean up my mess. Whoop, whoop, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh, that was so dangerous. Okay, then I'm going to dot sort of halfway, like about here. I'm going to start on the outside. This dotting technique is so fun. You know, you do it in the fairy flower. I think what I'm going to do, I'm kind of going off my line here. But But not to worry, because I'm going to be filling in the gaps. Now I'm going to go back out where my luminous rose is. There's some very clever people out there who know about resin and understand how it works. And so are better at coming up with ideas and concepts. I'm experimenting a little today in the sense that I'm putting a few more dots than I did in the last few that I've done. I just kind of want to see what might happen if I do that. Let's see here. Should I do some more? Okay, I think I'll just do a few more. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause for a moment and mix some more resin for the last push. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back for what I'm calling, or we're calling, the last push. So it is with a clear, new fresh clear resin. So it looks like I'm a little short of the resin this time. You can see I still have space up here, but that's okay. Then back to my dotting. And what I'm going to start with is the outside, like here first. Oops. And work my way in. There's just something about this dotting thing. It's just so fun. And I'm gonna go out here a little bit more. And you know, usually I stop there, but I think I'm just gonna go a little bit more out. Just gonna be adventurous and see what happens if I go a little bit more out. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Then what I'm going to do is take some silver crushed glass that I got from Laura's Art Corner. And just drop a little bit in the center. And hope that I'm meeting. Ooh, that just went down. Okay, cool. That's it. I'm just going to do a small one in the center. Then I'm going to do one last torch for posterity. Whoa. And we shall see you for the demolding. Okay, so let's see how this metallic dot turned out. Haven't had my coffee yet. I was too excited to see the outcome. Okay, move this more. Are we ready? Ooh, wow, 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 wow. I sure like it. I know the silver is really light, but it's very subtle. So that's cool. Anyway, let me show you again. This is the metallic dot, and I love how my center is centered, except for this little one here. But if you could see this live in person, you really can see this shimmer. It's a really cool, different kind of look to the metallic dot. So once again, I've got to thank Genevieve for the clear push at the end. Thanks so much for watching.